Hey everybody, G7 Healing here. How's it going? Thanks for joining me. I'm getting a lot of energy, a lot of purging, a lot of negativity, a lot of things kind of going in a direction to end in your favor. I'm feeling a heavy energy of BS. I'm also getting the word bait. I'm also getting all eyes on you, heavily being watched. But just know there are people in your corner. Your spiritual team. I'm also getting physical law. Fighting for your peace, your harmony. All because of who you are. The Four of Wands Justice. Check out those shorts. Click the link below and come back. But let's get started. Let's clear the energy because I'm feeling a very, very heavy energy around me. So this is going to be most likely an intense reading. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, universe, divine. Please make me a clear vessel of love, light, and healing. Please protect the reading, myself, and the viewer. I appreciate you, and thank you. I'm feeling very somber today, very low-key, very calm, but there's some type of intensity around this. So let's talk about the Four of Wands and justice in depth. What's around you is peace, is harmony. Something is okay. Everything's okay. Now, how to navigate is that justice is a clarification of the peace. There's forces outside of you, maybe even outside of your knowledge, that are working in your favor. This tells me it's going to work out okay. But I know you're in the trenches. I know you're feeling an intensity of, when is this going to end? Where is my freedom? Where is my peace? Where is my harmony? Where's my contentment? Where's my happy home life? Why am I not feeling that happiness, that high energy? There's something in the works as we speak. Let's clarify the Four of Wands and justice. Happiness. This is what's in the works. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups, to clarify, is the ultimate happiness. It's in the works. It's around you. So this is really important, viewer, and I'm going to take this, myself. It's really important to keep your vibration high, to keep your positivity, continue moving forward, continue shifting the energy in a high vibration. Do your work, do your everyday routine, but stay positive because justice is coming. And I mean that in the best way possible. Yeah, check this out. 10 of Wands. It's a 10-10. Something's closing out. I'm telling you. Something is closing out. The justice system, the justice, the spiritual law, this physical law, something's been overdone, and something that is coming to you in your favor has been overdue. Like I said in my shorts, there's something been working around the clock in your favor. For your protection, for your happiness, for your peace. It's intensified because it's at the end. It's at the breaking point of boom, it's done, it's over. You won. There's something about you putting in the work, the effort for this to happen. You hold a very strong position. You've done the work. You continue to move forward in love and light. When you do that, nothing can touch you. The intensity is so high right now because it's at the breaking point. The Knight of Wands is under that Four of Wands, Ten of Cups. There we go. Gumption, high energy, determination, willing to take on a challenge. And I'm talking about that challenge of breaking free from something that didn't serve you anymore. Committed to what you want. Committed to a vision and purpose that you will stop at nothing to bring it to life. And I'm talking about your pure happiness, what you deserve, what you've earned. You've been trying to break free from a stronghold of people that operate on a low vibration of jealousy, envy, hatred. I'm getting stalking energy as well. They're nosy. They want to know what's going on. How are you doing it? How are you getting by? Why aren't you being hit with this whatever negativity? Because you vibe too high. They can't touch you. You don't operate and attract on that level. That's why it's so important for you to stay positive and keep on that love and light high vibration. Put yourself in a position in every moment moving forward that makes you feel good. Because know this, if the light forces, external forces are working around the clock for your happiness, guess what? The dark forces are working around the clock for your unhappiness, for your demise. They want to break you, but see, you can't be broken. You've already surpassed that negativity. Justice will be served. Actions put on the scales. Because the spiritual realm and the physical realm are completely in alignment with putting things back in order in your favor. And here we go, Six of Cups. There's something in the past that has been overdone, overworked against you, and that's the truth. You don't need to dwell on the past. You can dwell on the present moment and, focus on those manifestations in the future. Because something really good's going to come out of this. Your gumption is going to bring something forward in your favor. Your gumption was to leave things in the past. Check out how, do you see how these cards interact? You're going against the past. Like, I'm not there anymore. You're not there anymore. Focus on your happiness. Focus on your well-being. Keep that vibration high. I love the Knight of Wands because it's a high, high energy. And I'm seeing it in a good way. Clarify. Yeah. Standing strong on what you believe, on who you are, in everything that you do. Even when the odds are against you. There's something about you, viewer, that you can hold your own very, very well. And that attracts people to want to protect you. Want to be on your side. Because you stand up for who you are. In everything that you do and everything that you say. You back it up. Ain't nobody gonna go another direction, against you. They want to go in the direction for you. They want to take that ride with you. There's something about your energy, how you naturally, in a magnetic, charming way, bring people towards you and want to be part of your team. There's something from the past, and I'm getting for quite some time here, that needs to come to an end. There's got to be a breaking point. And the intensity that you're feeling, that I'm feeling from this reading, is it's almost there. Do not give up. Keep your energy high. Because you're being heavily watched, Page of Swords. You're being heavily protected. You're also being heavily watched and stalked by the opposing side. These people are literally obsessed with you. Obsessed with your demise. I keep hearing, why isn't anything working? Because you're protected. The Most High is protecting you. The higher power is protecting you because you've earned some type of position. All because of who you are, what you believe in, how you say things, how you act. You're not fake, you're real. This opposing side wants to put you in a position where they're a liar. See, they're not who they say they are. But you can't be touched because that's how you naturally operate. You operate in love and light with a high vibration. And when you do that, nothing can vibe that's negative, that's not on that same alignment. And that's the truth. Three of Wands is the recent past. This is what led up to it. All because you wanted to expand. All because you wanted to grow, heal from some type of past wounds. You're about to see the fruits of your labor come in. Something is about to pay off. The waiting is almost over. You decided to better yourself. You decided to grow. You decided to raise your vibration. Even though I know it was horrible. And I know it was traumatic. And I know it was painful and hurtful. But your desire, you realized your desire. You realized this isn't who I am. I don't want to be in this energy. You changed it. There's something about you making a move. Maybe a physical move. Maybe you had to make a move to make your vision, your purpose to come to life, and it's about to take off. It's about to present itself to you. This tells me your realization has shown everybody involved that you're in control. You have a strong position because you maintained self-control and consistency and persistency on what you speak and how you act. You had some type of offer, an invitation from the past about your position. What I'm getting from this card is you had to make a decision. Am I going to offer myself up and stay in that victimhood and get traumatized and get hurt and more pain? No, you took the offer of that realization. I'm going to offer myself a better life by moving forward in love and light, by getting to a place where I feel safe and protected and secure so I can grow and heal from past wounds. The intensity comes from past wounds resurfacing because those people, those beings, those breeds followed you to where you're at because they're nosy. They want to know, why is nothing working against you? Why what they're putting out for your demise isn't working? Because you raised your vibration. And that says a lot. I want to clear this energy before we get to the outcome and get more messages. I want to further this reading from a complete different deck. because I was called to do it before. What else does the viewer need to hear, Divine? Well, that one wants to come out, so I'm going to keep it. The Hermit and the Two of Wands. Here we go. You were in hermit mode, but you're about to expand on a pathway. Like I said, you had a decision to make. Are you going to let this bog you down and stay in that low vibration? No, you moved forward. You shifted the energy in your favor. And here we go. That Knight of Wands again. I'm telling you, there's something about your gumption, man. High energy, determination, willing to take on a challenge, committed to your vision and purpose. Didn't stop at nothing. You had to physically move, shift your mind, body, and soul to get to where you are. And there's going to be some type of, I'm going to be honest, some type of gift, some type of breakthrough. And it's going to be a big one. What I'm getting, that big gift, is your peace, harmony, and contentment. You defeated, or about to defeat, some major demonic, sadistic people, breeds, beings. Not only did you learn a lesson by moving forward, you followed your gut instincts to move forward. The Page of Pentacles is all about learning, being that student. You moving forward was your first step to learning what your bigger purpose is, what the bigger picture is. I'm also getting another energy that the ones that followed you haven't learned their lesson yet. But that's not your responsibility, that is theirs. And that's the truth. And check this out. You became the empress, the queen of all queens, because you put in the work. You were determined to have a better life. You were determined to face your own mistakes, your own responsibilities, and turn them into positivity. A learned lesson. You are so balanced, viewer. I want you to know that. You are so protected. You are so loved by physical beings, physical breeds, physical people, and spiritual. Your spirit guides, your angels, the divine, your ancestors. You've come a long way, viewer. But check this out. I'm also getting these people, breeds, beings, whatever, have yet to learn. They should be self-reflecting, because that Hermit card, introspection, learning from you. Yeah, they question, why isn't this working? Why aren't they falling down? That is their first red flag of self-reflection, self-introspection, self-awareness. Yeah, there's a reason why it's not working. Look at yourself. They have a choice. I'm getting, they had a choice. They had a decision and they chose wrong. Because any opposing side coming towards you is going to be blocked. Because you're the Empress. They made a decision to come at you again, and that was a really big mistake they haven't learned. What's that called when somebody keeps coming at you and trying to get a different outcome? Insanity. Insanity. You can't be touched because you put in the hard work within yourself. Whoa. They're going to be made to surrender. They're going to be made, I'm talking about physically made, to have a new perspective. They're going to be put in a place where they can just sit with their mind, sit with their thoughts in a confined area. Their lesson is going to be in a confined area to self-reflect, introspection, self-awareness of what they've done. Justice is here. Here we go. I'm telling you, there's that breakthrough. There's the turning point, Wheel of Fortune. Forced to have a new perspective. And that's a harsh karma in a confined area. Karma is here. Karma never misses, whether good or bad. Turning point, new perspective. This is huge. Like I said before, viewer, the intensity that's coming around you right now is because something big is about to happen in your favor. Lesson needs to be learned. I'm getting that's going to be forced to learn. Physically and mentally. Well, even emotionally for them. You have been fighting for this for years. You get to finally walk away and close out this chapter. Because you get the good karma. You get the fortune. I'm also getting money here. You might be getting some type of money. What goes around comes around. The divine will always give you chances to turn something around. But when enough is enough, the physical comes in. I'm talking about that physical law. Remember that justice card. It was already decided in the spiritual realm, and now it's coming to the physical because they decided not to turn something around, not to back off. And that's the truth. And they're going to be sitting in some major trauma. You get to let go of the trauma. You're going to hear about something. You're going to hear about something. Swords are all about communication, logic, and reason. You've done nothing wrong. You could have. But you decided to make a life-altering decision by walking away and bettering yourself. The divine ain't ever going to turn their back on you for doing that. Never. Check this out, man. Seven of Pentacles is not getting sustainable results. They're not going to get sustainable results from trying to sacrifice you, to sacrifice your well-being. These people are trying to sacrifice you so they could get some type of gain. They think that if they sacrificed you, they get your destiny, they get your fate. Boy, were they wrong. You're gonna hear about something that's in your favor. Page of Cups is favorable news. All because you did the work. All because you got yourself to safety, to heal, to grow, to achieve and activate personal growth. These people, these beings, these breeds are going to get a slap in the face. I'm also getting they think something's working, but it ain't. Someone took the bait. I keep hearing bait. There's a King of Swords energy that's going to bring you this news. Somebody in authority, somebody with great power in the justice system, the physical law. They've been fighting on your behalf of the truth, of fairness. When this person comes in, because it's right next to the Page of Cups, it's going to bring liberation. You're going to exhale. It's going to bring you great joy. Let me tell you something, viewer. If you operate in that Empress energy, the Queen of all queens, that means you are balanced. That means that's something that you earned this. You learned and grew and became the Empress. You will be protected in all areas of your life, spiritually and physically. And that's just how it goes. Oh, wow. This group. And it's a group of people, friend. It's a group of people that are blocked. This breakthrough is going to leave them traumatized. Traumatized. The Nine of Swords to me is somebody literally in a confined area, not being able to get out of their mental state, emotional trauma, fear, anxiety. Their freedom will be taken away because that justice, I'm getting freedom taken away. And that comes with a price. Confined area. Their freedom that's taken away brings you a different level of freedom. Everyone's going to know never to mess with you again. They're going to be shocked. Shocked. And they're going to have to see you continue your life in the best way possible through bars. I'm getting bars. I cannot make this up. The Tower under the deck. Divine intervention is here. You're going to get an opportunity. Strength, Ace of Pentacles, Justice, Sun card, and here comes a love offer. All for your peace. The Two of Cups is the outcome. Unions coming in. Romance. Partnerships that vibe the same vibe. This could be your divine counterpart because we did get the Four of Wands. Wow. Death and the Eight of Wands to clarify the Two of Cups. Change. Closure. Those people that are opposing you, those breeds that are opposing you, those beings that are opposing you are going to have a traumatic ego death. Something's going to close out. There's going to be a breakthrough because here comes the Eight of Wands, communication rushing in. Rapid progression forward with some type of partnership. Because of your strength, your resilience, your love. There is a goal. Ace of Wands with high vitality for a high priestess. All because they would not self-reflect on a mistake. They will not self-reflect on accountability or take responsibility for their actions. And they're going to be moved to calmer waters in a very harsh way. Things are coming to light. They will be illuminated with that Sun card. Let's get an angel message so I can close this out. It's a lot longer of a reading than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. A lot had to be said. What's the angel message, Divine, to close out this reading? Somebody from your past is coming back. I just heard that. And it's going to bring you the ultimate happiness. Page of Water. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. The opposing side is what they just told me. 3 of Air. Great sadness. Taking the time to heal. The need to forgive yourself and others. The intensity is this. This is about to close out in your favor. There's a harsh lesson that's about to be learned, forced in a confined area for those who opposed you, who keep attacking you or trying to. Ain't nothing touching you. Ego under the deck. A false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused and on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. This is what they're going to be in. Get yourself out of this ego. I pulled my ego card before I did this reading yesterday. An ego, let me tell you what that means. An inflated feeling of pride in your superiority to others. It's all about people thinking they're better than you. They're about to get flipped upside down. No one's better than you. No one's better than anybody. People need to focus on who they are, what they do for themselves, not to gain or take away from somebody else. Focus on your own spiritual growth, physical growth, emotionally, mentally, physically. People just need to do themselves, you know what I'm saying? Put yourself first. Take care of yourself. Don't focus on someone's demise, because that's going to throw back at you in a big way. Karma's coming. Karma is here for all involved, and so is the justice. That's spiritual and physical. Payouts coming for all involved. Know that. Your wish of peace, balance, harmony is granted. Your freedom is here. You got this. Keep going forward. Keep your vibration high, because it'll come in faster in your favor. I cannot make this up. I'm going to keep going. Look what's under the deck. Justice. Fair and just decision. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. I cannot make this up, and I'm closing it out. You got the justice 3 times. It's here. All right, viewer, I love you. Keep that vibe high. The divine loves you. I love you. Everything's going to be amazing in the future for you. All right, I love you. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.